Hey guys, so the vulnerability project continues. This is video number 2. And I'm going to begin by saying, please excuse the frog in my throat because I'm sick. But I'm actually really happy to be sick because it actually brings up a very interesting point and a pretty common occurrence. But at many stages of my life, when I have declared and chosen an up level in my identity, or like an up level in who I'm choosing to be, there's a resistance. There's like a lash back in the physical realm. It's like the quantum me, it's already happened, but there's like a catch up between like the body and like this human body and like what I've embodied energetically and like psychically already. And furthermore, our brains are designed to keep us safe. They're not designed to make us happy. This is a very helpful thing to know if you don't know that. And so I know that, of course, the timing is so perfect. I record the first video, and the next day, boom, I'm hit with a throat infection. And what did I declare? A releasing of my voice, a freeing of my voice, of no longer holding myself back and filtering myself. And my brain is like, don't change things, don't shift, don't rock the boat, we're good, shut her up. And so how coincidental that I manifest a throat infection like right after. So I am sick, and that's okay because it's literally making me excited. I'm not lying. Like, no, I don't like being sick. It's actually horrendous. Feels terrible, and I'm tired of the sore throat already. But and it literally feels like I'm underwater and my ears keep like popping and like closing and pop. It's so weird. But it's literally has me excited because I choose to take this as a sign that we are on our way. Like, I'm taking this as a confirmation, as an affirmation, as a manifestation of an alignment with the mission that we're on the journey. That's how I'm choosing to interpret this because all I know is that this physical realm is calibrating to what has been declared. It's a done deal. And so bring it on. Yes, I'm gonna like take care of myself. I've been taking care of myself physically and soothing it, but bring it on. This isn't going to be the first time. It's not the first time, and it's not going to be the last time. And today I am putting down into video diary, video vaulting for the future me to look back on. This time I think it's going to be super cool to look back at this on my values. I have sat and written out my sacred values that are going to carry me through this mission. So we're grounding that into place. I remember when I was manifesting my husband and when I was first learning, so like dating help and really learning about the dynamics in healthy dating. And one of the first assignments that I was given was to create your values. I never thought about that before. Create the values, not only that you're looking for in a partner, but also the values that you uphold. And so what you're going to attract to you is the reciprocal of the values that you uphold. And therefore you'll be, that's how you manifest your perfect match. And it worked. Oh boy, was that amazing. And the truth is that dying to manifest partnership and doing it in this really common way of just like find any person and then try to make them in what you want them to be. People don't have to be what we want them to be. People don't have to share the values that we have. That's a ridiculous concept to think that everybody is supposed to be what you want them to be just because you like them or they're cute or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Or they have the job that you think that the partner you want has, or they're really hot. Like it's just not how that works. We actually need to find people that are reciprocal to us. And let me not go all the way down. Like I will go on and on about that, but it worked beautifully in manifesting my husband. And once I established my values and I actually started living the values that I was looking for, and I started living by my own values, it was pretty quick the way that my husband appeared before me and I manifested my perfect match. And so why not for the mission? I want to I want to manifest being the perfect co-creative match, co-creative, cooperative component to the the manifesting of my mission in perfect alignment with me. And so, what are the values that are going to uphold that? And so I wrote them out. And then I wrote out the codes, which are like the modes of operation. So the value is like the foundation, and then what's the actual operating system that's going to be written down. So then I wrote those codes, and 11 values came out, which I think is very magical because it's an angel number. Um, but 11 values came through and 9 codes. I believe that there are more codes, but this is what I came up with so far. And I want to anchor them into place and I want to have this to always look back on um, and to ground myself through this entire. I mean, this is a lifelong mission. This is not like I'm not doing this frivolously. Like this is not going to be a one and done thing. This is going to, I'm looking for longevity here. And so, okay, I'm going to share them. Okay, so I have 11 values. And one thing that I notice is that values kind of come through as like one word. The codes are more like a statement, like a whole like belief or a statement, but values are really just like one word. So these are the foundational values to my mission to set myself free and in the process help others set themselves free from themselves, set ourselves free from ourselves, from our own minds, from our limited ways of thinking, our limited beliefs, the ways that we hold ourselves back without even recognizing it. There is enough limitation in this world. We don't also need to be the things holding ourselves back. So to set ourselves free to really get the most out of this life in the way that our souls have chosen to before we came onto the planet. And so the values are 1, freedom. 2, authenticity. And these are not in any particular order, okay? 3, alignment and well-being for me in particular as a projector. And so this has to do with my energetic alignment, but I'm going to read them through and then I'll go through them a little bit. So 3, alignment and well-being for me as a projector. 4, family. 5, fulfillment, personal fulfillment. 6, friendship and sisterhood. 7, kindness. 8, growth and evolution. 9, fun. 10, integrity. And 11, legacy. So these are my values. So freedom is the basis of everything, of it all. And so I always want to be able to check in and be like, is this in alignment with me being as free as I can be, setting myself free further? And for those that I serve, If yes, here we go. If no, something needs assessing, something needs adjusting, right? There is a belief somewhere to let go of. Authenticity. I was assigned the mission, me. And so it is important that I show up for this mission as me, not as anybody else, not trying to be anybody else, not trying to do it the way that that person did it because that's how they got that. They don't have my mission. So it doesn't mean I can't be inspired by other people, but I want to make sure at all times that I am operating from the most authentic, soul-driven place. And I have the tools to do that. Alignment and well-being for me as a projector. I love human design. I won't go deep into it in this moment. I'm ready to geek out on human design at any given time. Ask away. But in my personal journey with human design, huge part of my self-discovery journey, and now a huge part of the tools that I use to offer transformation um, and guidance to clients is through human design because we are not all meant to operate in the same way. We all have different energetic makeups. And when I truly, not just I learned it, it was one thing to learn it and be like totally skeptical as to like, what do you mean that my main fuel is rest? Like, what do you mean? Like, I need to be resting more than anything else? Like, huh? And then it was the process of actually living it, actually putting this into practice. And the difference with the way that I was able to blow my own mind as to what I'm capable of happened because I started to prioritize resting. I can appear like any other generator on the planet if I want to. I can look like it. I can rally. Trust me, I can rally. I've done it plenty. But the fallout is not worth it. The fallout kills my creativity. The fallout dulls my magic. The fallout kills my magnetism. It is repelling rather than attracting. And I just feel like I'm spinning in a wheel. I'm doing and doing and doing. And why am I not getting the results that someone else is doing and doing and doing? Because that's not my energetic makeup. My energetic makeup is steeped in my own energy and juices and then let the potency flow out. And it's like what I'm able to create in a very short period of time when I'm fully in alignment with my projector magic is mind blowing that somebody else could like put hours and hours and hours and hours into. So my brain wants to tell me this is insane. That makes no sense. But I know the truth of it. I've tested this enough for myself. And I vow to move through my mission, to create spiritual business, to be a mentor and a coach and a leader in alignment with, in respect and in honoring my energetic design, my energetic makeup, my energetic blueprint. And so I will be giving myself the time and space that I need. I will be resting. Self-care is a priority. Being slow when I need to be slow is a priority. Feeling the essence of success within me has nothing to even do with tangible results, but feeling successful within myself by what I put into myself of value. This is important and it's not negotiable. Family. Family. It is so important to me. Like I mentioned, I put my heart and soul into doing inner work with myself to be able to manifest partnership. And I manifested one hell of a man, and I plan to enjoy that experience. Right now it's the two of us, but we also plan to expand our family. I choose to prioritize that. I I choose to enjoy that, and I choose to allow everything that I'm creating to be in support of that. My husband and I also, neither of us live in our native land. So like seeing family means like traveling for us. So that's important that we're able to do is to like go and see his family, go and see my family priorities. I value family very highly. Fulfillment, personal fulfillment. This has to be for me. I don't care if that sounds selfish. I'm not just out doing this mission because it can help people. That's not the only reason. It's that what I feel like when I'm helping, what it does for me. I'm part of the process. It's a for me, for you, a for me, for you, for me, for you. It's both. And I don't want to forget either end. Both ends are super important for the whole cycle to work. And so challenges won't arise, but this is not about anything that anybody wants. No, does it feel fulfilling to me? And then, because that actually is what is going to create that limitless cycle, and I'm going to be able to achieve my greatest potential. And I think that I am most of service to other people when I'm in my own fulfillment. I think like we're designed that way. I think it's designed that way for a reason, so that the sustainability is involved. So personal fulfillment is a value. Friendship and sisterhood. It has always meant the world to me. It is a foundation of who I am, how I operate, what is meaningful to me. I love community. There's a reason that my membership, the Collective Perspective, is my most favorite thing on the planet because it is steeped in sisterhood. And most of the major growth and transformation that I've been able to do has been in my best friend and I are going on 34 years of being best friends. And I am so proud of that. That is not something that a lot of people can say. It is an incredible thing to continuously choose a person at all these different stages of life and different versions of who we've become, but it's because we know the value of it. It has offered me lifetimes, lifetimes of wisdom and expansion in the heart, in my heart center. And so friendship and sisterhood will always hold a very high level value for me in my life and in carrying out this mission. Kindness. Kindness. And I don't mean being nice. I don't mean being a pushover. I don't mean politeness, though I believe in good manners. I mean kindness. I mean doing from a place within me where this is a set of values, not doing so that you do in return, not doing so that I look a certain way. I genuinely care about the well-being of other people. I care about being a positive influence in other people's lives. I hold very strong intention to help, to offer, to benefit, and betterness, not to take away from that. And so that is a value for me behind everything that I choose to do. It involves truth, it involves good intention, it involves contribution. It's me. Again, it's a selfish desire. It's not about what comes back. It's a personal choice to hold kindness. I think it is such an important human quality to offer, receive, important to me. So that involved in my mission. Definitions of kindness, not nice to them, and they not be of such a beautiful influence to the people in our lives. Growth and evolution over a lifetime, baby. Everything that I do everything that I've manifested, everything I wish to manifest, the way that I show up in my life is in alignment. It is in desire of growth and evolution until the day I die, until I close my eyes on this planet. I am striving to be the greatest version of myself. Fun. I love that that's in there because fun is definitely one of my superpowers. And for a long time, I thought it was something that was wrong with me because for so much of my childhood, it involved me being, told I'm not serious enough. You don't take anything seriously enough. All you care about is fun. All you care about is silliness. You're frivolous. That kind of rhetoric really implanted itself from a young age. And the truth is, it is a superpower. The truth is, I love that about me. I love that about me. And the people that love me the most, they love it about me too. And I think it would be such a great disservice to this world if I ever got so serious enough about anything that I'm not able to implant the natural flowing fun that I bring in my creative essence. So I'm really proud of that value, and I choose now because I went a long time not giving it the space and allowance that it deserved. And I choose now to give myself a full permission slip to implant fun however, wherever I want to. And I will say to anybody who feels like there's a part of you that you actually really love. You know that there's parts of us where we really love. Like everybody's like, there's things we don't like about ourselves, and that's humaning. But there are parts of you that you love. If there's any part of you that you really genuinely from your soul love about yourself, but there is some other message coming from somewhere that that's wrong, it's time to drop that message. That cognitive dissonance, it's not worth it. It only sucks away our energy. It takes away from ourselves. And my heart aches for all of those years that I sat in that cognitive dissonance and not able to just own the beauty of this part of me. No, no. If you know in your soul that that is a wonderful aspect of yourself, embrace it. Embrace it fully, give the love, and send the overflow love all the way out to all of those that have been misinformed and told you otherwise. They don't know what they're talking about. And they're also probably cutting off major essence aspects of themselves. So let's be the example. Integrity. I choose, I choose, I choose to hold an extremely high level of integrity all the way through my mission. So AKA until I hit the grave, baby. There's no other way that I want to work. There's no other way that I want to work. And I've seen what that has done for me in my career as an occupational therapist for the past 13 years. There were so many times where I was like, I don't technically know so many things, especially when I worked in like physical rehab. Like some of these OTs can spew up every bone, muscle, tendon, and I'm like, I don't remember, but I know exactly what you need to do to achieve your personal goal. And it came from a place of integrity. I am so committed to what my clients want. I am so committed to it because it's a personal value. It is a personal value. It's part of the reason I chose it. I chose it with my whole heart. And so I give it my whole heart for the client. And so I vow to operate in integrity. And I've been on both ends of that, on the receiving ends of working with people really in high integrity and working with people who aren't. And the people that I continue to invest with over and over and time again and respect and love are the people that hold themselves in really powerful high integrity. And the ones that don't, this isn't like a shaming and blaming thing, but like they will not receive my investment. Um, it's like on a soul level, beyond like the obvious part, where it's just like I want a respectful business. There's something about working with people in integrity that feels like this is woo-woo, but like it feels like my spirit got to play with their spirit along their mission, if that makes sense. You know, like when someone says like like your friend's mom bakes cookies and like she baked it with love and it makes it that much more delicious. It's that kind of essence. That is so healing to me, and I genuinely think that it adds an extra layer to whatever the service is or the work. I think that it adds something extra, and it leaves a lasting feeling of goodness. Even if you no longer work with someone, like that was, the end of your journey with a person, but you hold them in your heart in this place, I feel like that energy goes such a long and far way, and it's based on integrity. You can even disagree with a person. You can even have a falling out. But when they hold themselves in integrity through that respect that you hold, and then you look back, those are people that you go back to in the future, and you ask for their advice, or you end up working with them again, or you ask to collaborate with them, or you send a client their way. Like that is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. I love it. I live for that. And so that is a major value. And the 11th is legacy, because I'm not, again, this isn't even just for my lifetime. I'm doing this for my ancestors who have already passed, all the women who have sacrificed so much for me to be where I am today in my family lineage, all of the trauma and wounds that have been passed down. This is an opportunity to create a new story. And I'm doing this for my offspring and my offspring's offspring and my offspring's offspring's offspring. Like, I'm creating a legacy. And so here are the codes. I have 9 codes so far. I'm sure more will come through. But based off of those values, I am now going to share you my codes. I'm now going to share you. I'm now going to read to you my codes. And future Cree, I can't wait to hear what you think about this. Okay. In all ways, I aim to embody my truth frequency more, not less, everywhere and in every relationship. Family and fulfillment get to work in tandem. Family does not need to be sacrificed for fulfillment, and fulfillment does not need to be sacrificed for family. I insist. I insist. I know that a lot of people naysay. I don't care. Watch me. I hold, foster, and formulate an environment for friendship and sisterhood where we all get to fully show up in our authenticity and light. And the collective energy of us actually encourages each individual empowerment even further. This is what I choose to bring to my spaces, and also what I choose to always honor myself with being a part of. Kindness, compassion, and forgiveness are always deserving in my world to give and receive. I deserve kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. I am not perfect. I am deserving, I am worthy of that from others. And I deserve to give kindness and compassion and forgiveness to others because they are not perfect. None of us are. And so in my world, It is super important, no matter all the ups and downs all along the way, that this is foundational for me. I hold radical responsibility for myself, my happiness, and my fulfillment at all times. It's an inside job, it's a me job, and genuinely, I'm just gonna say it. I have a lot of people who put quite a bit of energy into doing their darndest to be a cherry on top for me. And I think the reason that I experience that so much in relationships is because I hold radical responsibility for myself, my happiness, and my fulfillment in all times. So it gives people the opportunity to want to step up to the plate and be something special. And I choose to do the same. There is a lesson in everything life brings my way. My mistakes are not failures. I choose to believe that everything that happens in my life is for me. And whether I know what the lesson is now or not, there is a lesson and it will be revealed to me in perfect divine order because I trust in the universe and I trust in my soul's alignment with my purpose. And my purpose here, if we go back, is growth and evolution forever. So I know, and my many of my greatest mistakes have been some of the best things that have ever happened to me in my whole life. My whole life. So there is a lesson in everything life brings my way. My mistakes are not failures. I have permanent permission for fun in work, in my relationships, in my marriage, in parenthood. Because fun is who I am. And being who I truly am is what's best for the world. I truly believe it. And I love having this as a code and as a marker because if I'm not feeling then in my everyday life, like if fun does not seem accessible to me in a moment, something's off, there's a realigning. It's, there's probably bitterness that I'm experiencing or something. I need to go back to the drawing board. And because it is truly who I am. So this is a beautiful marker for me to stay within alignment, within authenticity. I uphold integrity no matter the circumstances around me, including others' behaviors which may be out of integrity. I'm going to read that again. I uphold integrity no matter the circumstances around me, including others' behaviors which may be out of integrity. I will not use other people's behavior that is out of integrity as an excuse for me to be out of integrity. This is my personal value. So I will uphold integrity in all situations. And again, I'm not perfect. So whenever I fall flat on this, whenever mistakes happen, as a value, as a basis, I have it to go back to so that I can apologize, adjust, correct the situation through what is in alignment with my integrity. And finally, I aim for my answer to this question to always be yes. Will my children look back on this one day and be proud of me? It feels good. Those are my codes. I love them. I love my codes. I love my values. What are your codes? What are your values? I would love to hear them. I would love for you to share. What do you think of mine? Let's have a chat about it. All right. That's it. I will see you in the next one.